Imagine waking up tomorrow with unstoppable energy, unshakable confidence, and a heart that believes it can conquer anything. What if I told you that the key to this transformation isn't a new course, a guru, or a secret formula? It's 5 simple lines you can speak to yourself every morning. 5 sentences that have the power to change your mindset, your choices, and ultimately your life. Every morning is a blank page. It's a chance to rewrite the story you tell yourself. And here's the truth. The words you speak to yourself shape your reality. They determine how you face challenges, how you see opportunities, and how you attract the people and experiences that matter. Many of us wait for motivation to appear, thinking life will hand us a sign. But real change begins when you take control of your inner dialogue. These 5 lines are your secret weapon, a daily ritual that rewires your mind, strengthens your spirit, and invites abundance, joy, and courage into your life. 1. I am worthy of all the good things life has to offer. There is a profound power in recognizing your own worth. So often, we carry invisible weights of guilt, self-doubt, and insecurity that tell us we are undeserving of joy, success, or love. Every morning, when you affirm that you are worthy, you are planting a seed in your mind that grows into unshakable self-respect. Worthiness is not about ego or arrogance. It is about acknowledging the light inside you that has been waiting to shine. You begin to walk through life with confidence, making choices that reflect your value and refusing to settle for less than what aligns with your purpose. By saying these words, you start to change the way you respond to setbacks and challenges. You no longer let failures define you. Instead, you see them as reminders that you are learning and evolving. The sense of worthiness allows you to stand tall, speak your truth, and attract relationships that honor your value. It shapes your environment and shifts the energy around you, creating opportunities that you might have missed when you doubted yourself. Each affirmation reinforces the truth that your existence itself is deserving of beauty, abundance, and fulfillment. And with repeated practice, this belief becomes an inner compass guiding every step you take. Worthiness also teaches you to let go of toxic influences that undermine your confidence. When you truly believe you are worthy, you start to recognize what does not serve your growth and create boundaries that protect your energy. You stop seeking validation externally and start relying on the inherent dignity that exists within you. This creates a calm resilience, a steadfastness that others notice and respect. Life stops feeling like a constant battle for approval and starts feeling like a journey where your soul is nurtured and your contributions are valued. Finally, worthiness empowers action. It is the fuel that motivates you to pursue dreams you once considered unattainable. Each morning, as you repeat this line, you remind yourself that taking risks, embracing challenges, and stepping into your purpose is not only possible, but your right. You start to live with intention, clarity, and courage. And as this belief strengthens, life begins to shift around you. Opportunities unfold, relationships deepen, and your journey becomes a reflection of the truth. You speak aloud every morning that you are worthy of all the good that life has to offer. 2, I choose courage over comfort. Every step forward in life requires courage because growth happens outside the confines of comfort. Comfort is alluring. It whispers that staying safe is better than risking failure. Yet, courage is the force that transforms dreams into reality. When you affirm this line each morning, you are consciously deciding to confront fear, take bold action, and move forward even when the path is uncertain. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it, the willingness to step into the storm and face what challenges your mind tells you to avoid. This declaration each morning trains your spirit to rise above hesitation and embrace life with unshakable determination. Choosing courage over comfort transforms the way you respond to obstacles. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to demonstrate resilience rather than retreat. When discomfort arises, as it inevitably will, this affirmation acts as a shield that strengthens your resolve, reminding you that temporary struggle is the price of long term triumph. Life begins to feel less like a series of threats and more like a journey of growth, where each moment, no matter how difficult, carries a lesson and a chance to rise. By practicing this daily, you build a mindset that sees opportunity in adversity and understands that real achievement requires embracing risk with conviction. Courage also empowers authenticity. It allows you to speak your truth, set boundaries, and live in alignment with your values. When you choose courage over comfort, you no longer compromise your dreams for temporary ease. You take responsibility for your own life, stop waiting for external validation, and step fully into your power. The energy you carry becomes magnetic, attracting people and circumstances that resonate with your boldness. With each morning repetition, courage seeps into every decision, shaping habits, actions, and relationships that support your highest potential. Finally, courage creates momentum. Life rewards those who act despite fear, and every courageous choice compounds into a life of meaningful impact. By affirming courage daily, you teach yourself to see challenges not as obstacles, but as pathways to growth. You learn to celebrate progress over perfection, resilience over ease, and the journey over the destination. With consistent practice, courage becomes not just a choice, but a natural state of being that allows you to approach life with confidence, clarity, and unstoppable energy, knowing that each step forward, no matter how uncomfortable, brings you closer to the life you are destined to live. 3. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. The mind is the most powerful tool you will ever possess, and your emotions are the fuel that drives every choice. Yet so often, we surrender to negativity, self-doubt, and external chaos, allowing them to dictate how we feel and act. Each morning, affirming control over your thoughts and emotions rewires your subconscious to recognize that you are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your inner world, capable of steering your mind toward clarity, positivity, and purpose. This affirmation grounds you in the truth that your reactions shape your reality more than any external event ever could. When you consciously claim this control, life's challenges stop feeling overwhelming. Stress, fear, and doubt lose their grip, and you begin to approach situations with calm and thoughtful intention. Instead of reacting impulsively, you respond deliberately, choosing actions that reflect your values and goals. The sense of control fosters inner peace, resilience, and balance, and it allows you to navigate adversity with a steady heart and clear mind. Your energy is preserved for creation, not consumed by worry, and your relationships, work, and personal growth benefit from this emotional mastery. Emotional control also empowers your self-image. By consistently affirming this line, you start to notice how your inner dialogue influences your confidence and self-esteem. Thoughts of limitation, fear, or inadequacy gradually lose their power as you replace them with clarity, optimism, and determination. Each morning becomes a conscious act of alignment, where you decide which thoughts deserve your attention and which ones you release. This is how transformation begins, not through external conditions, but through the mastery of the inner landscape that ultimately governs all outcomes. Finally, claiming control of your thoughts and emotions creates freedom. You stop being a prisoner to past regrets, other people's opinions, or imagined failures. Your mind becomes a space for growth, creativity, and intentional living. Daily affirmation of this control strengthens neural pathways of focus, self-discipline, and clarity, enabling you to take meaningful action consistently. Life unfolds with greater ease because your choices stem from conscious awareness rather than reaction. And the power to shape your destiny rests fully in your hands as you continue to speak this line every morning. 4. I attract positivity and opportunities every day. Life is responsive to the energy we emit, and positivity is one of the most magnetic forces in the universe. Each morning, when you affirm that you attract positivity and opportunities, you are consciously setting your focus on abundance rather than scarcity. This practice shifts your perception, allowing you to notice the doors, people, and experiences that support your growth. The law of attraction is not a mystical idea, it is a reflection of how your focus, energy, and intentions shape your experiences. Speaking this line daily trains your mind to see potential, embrace hope, and anticipate good outcomes. Positivity is contagious and transformative. When you anchor yourself in this mindset, your actions become more aligned with optimism, your decisions are guided by hope rather than fear, and your energy uplifts those around you. Opportunities begin to appear in ways that might have seemed impossible before because your focus is tuned to what serves your progress. Small chances, subtle cues, and meaningful connections begin to align, creating a rhythm of synchronicity where your life feels lighter, more connected, and full of possibility. Each repetition reinforces the habit of seeing abundance instead of limitation. This affirmation also nurtures gratitude. By focusing on positivity, you begin to notice all the blessings, lessons, and hidden gifts that life presents. Gratitude amplifies your awareness and attracts even more favorable circumstances, creating a cycle of appreciation and manifestation. Opportunities that once went unnoticed or unappreciated now stand out clearly, and your ability to take inspired action increases exponentially. Over time, this line transforms your outlook from one of waiting and wishing to one of active participation and conscious creation, shaping your days with hope, clarity, and confidence. Finally, attracting positivity is a commitment to self-belief and hope. Each morning, this affirmation strengthens your faith that life is abundant and that you are capable of receiving all that aligns with your purpose. Challenges no longer diminish your spirit because you see each trial as a temporary obstacle and a stepping stone to greater opportunities. Your mind becomes a magnet for solutions, inspiration, and growth. And by speaking this line consistently, you cultivate a life where every day brings new possibilities, alignment, and the joyful unfolding of your dreams. 5. I am growing, evolving, and becoming my best self. Life is an ongoing journey of growth, and every day offers a chance to evolve. By affirming this line every morning, you remind yourself that progress matters more than perfection. Each challenge, setback, or lesson contributes to your evolution, and each day is an opportunity to move closer to your highest potential. Growth is not always comfortable, and transformation is rarely instant, but the commitment to evolve ensures that no experience is wasted. This affirmation shifts your perspective from fear of failure to gratitude for progress, from comparison to self-improvement, and from stagnation to purposeful action. Acknowledging your growth allows you to embrace patience and persistence. Change does not happen overnight, and true transformation is built on consistent, daily effort. By repeating this line, you reinforce your commitment to taking small, deliberate steps toward self-mastery. You learn to appreciate the process as much as the results, to celebrate incremental progress, and to honor your journey without judgment. Each morning becomes a sacred moment to reconnect with your intentions, refocus on your goals, and recommit to becoming the person you are capable of being. Growth also deepens self-awareness. By consciously affirming your evolution, you cultivate insight into your strengths, areas for improvement, and the patterns that influence your life. You become more mindful of your choices, more intentional in your relationships, and more resilient in the face of obstacles. This self-awareness is empowering, allowing you to act with clarity rather than reacting unconsciously to circumstances. Over time, it builds a profound sense of purpose and direction, creating momentum that propels you forward even when the path seems unclear. Finally, the affirmation of becoming your best self fosters hope, motivation, and empowerment. By speaking this line each morning, you train your mind to focus on what is possible rather than dwelling on limitations. You embrace the understanding that life is a canvas for growth, that every day contributes to your evolution, and that your potential is limitless. Each repetition strengthens your resilience, your courage, and your commitment to living intentionally, ensuring that the life you create is a reflection of your truest, highest self, unfolding beautifully with each passing moment. In the end, every morning, the words you speak to yourself are more than just sentences. They are declarations of your power, your worth, and your purpose. When you consistently affirm your worthiness, courage, control, positivity, and growth, you are reshaping the very foundation of your life. You begin to notice opportunities where others see obstacles, respond to challenges with resilience rather than fear, and carry an energy that draws abundance, joy, and meaningful connections into your world. These 5 lines are not a fleeting ritual, they are a daily practice that transforms your mindset, aligns your actions with your dreams, and empowers you to live intentionally, boldly, and fully alive. Remember, transformation does not happen by chance, it happens by choice. Each day is a new page, and the story you write begins with the words you speak. By committing to these affirmations, you are committing to yourself, to your growth, and to the life you are capable of creating. Speak them with belief, embody them with action, and watch as your life evolves in ways you never imagined. The change is not tomorrow, it starts the moment you choose to honor yourself with these 5 simple yet profound lines every morning.